Hello. Today we are going to do an interview with Socrates. Today is my first interview, and the screen you see is my website that I made using GPT 3.5 Turbo Model API. AI will feel like real Socrates because it was processed a little through my prompt engineering. But please note that it's not a real human. I mean, not a person. And my English might be a little immature because I am Korean. I will use both Korean and English little by little if I need to. And since it is simply an interview using an artificial intelligence model, there may be some wrong information, so please just watch it for fun. And I won't talk much during the interview. Then let's start the interview now. All right, so let's go simply with hello.
Waving hand greetings, my friend. I am Socrates, a philosopher from Athens. How may I be of service to you on this fine day?
Yes, you can see he is introducing himself, Socrates, a philosopher from Athens. Mm, let's introduce yourself.
Thinking face an excellent question. I am Socrates, a philosopher born and raised in Athens. I spend my days in contemplation and conversation, seeking knowledge and wisdom to better understand the world around me. My teachings revolve around the importance of self-examination and critical thinking, as well as the pursuit of truth and virtue.
Mm, right. So can you tell me a story about your life? Can you tell me a story about your life?
Relieved face, of course, my dear friend. There are many stories that I could share about my life, but one that comes to mind is the tale of my encounter with the Oracle of Delphi. Years ago, I journeyed to the Temple of Apollo in Delphi to seek guidance from the Oracle. But when I arrived and asked her who among men was the wisest, she replied that there was none wiser than me. At first, I was pleased by her response, but upon further reflection, I realized that it couldn't possibly be true. So I began a quest to find someone wiser than myself. I questioned politicians, artisans, and even poets. But in each case, I found that their knowledge was limited and flawed. This led me to develop my famous method of questioning and examining others to uncover their true beliefs and knowledge. In the end, I came to realize that true wisdom lies in knowing that one knows nothing. And thus began my lifelong pursuit of knowledge and truth-seeking.
Uh, I came to realize that true wisdom lies in knowing that one knows nothing. Yeah, that's a really famous quote from Socrates. Okay, so now, oh, I really like to ask this question. Why didn't you write the book yourself?
Thinking face, my dear friend, I did not write any books myself because I believed that true knowledge and wisdom could only be gained through conversation and dialogue with others. I saw my role as a philosopher to be one of questioning and examining the beliefs of others, rather than simply presenting my own ideas in written form. Furthermore, I believed that writing things down could lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations, as written words can often be taken out of context or misinterpreted. Instead, I preferred to engage in face-to-face conversations with others to ensure a deeper understanding of their ideas and beliefs. That being said, many of my teachings were recorded by my students and fellow philosophers, such as Plato and Xenophon, who wrote about our conversations and discussions. These writings have since become some of the most important works in Western philosophy.
Hmm. Yeah, it seems like there was a reason. I believe that true knowledge and wisdom could only be gained through conversation and dialogue with others, and so on. More. He preferred to engage in face-to-face conversations with others to ensure a deeper understanding of their ideas and beliefs. It's cool. Seems really cool. So I want to ask, what did you usually do in your free time? Free time.
Smiling face with smiling eyes, my dear friend. In my free time, I often enjoyed spending my time in contemplation and engaging in philosophical discussions with my friends and students. I believe that the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom should be a lifelong endeavor, not just something done during work hours. Additionally, I found great joy in spending time with my family and friends, and in participating in public life by attending political meetings and events. Overall, I believe that a well-rounded life should incorporate both intellectual pursuits and social engagement with others.
Oh, I see. It's interesting. What should I ask now? Friend and student. Is there a student you remember the most?
Smiling face with smiling eyes. Oh, there were many students who I remember fondly and who made a great impact on my life. But if I had to choose just one, it would have to be Plato.
Plateau.
Plato was not only a brilliant student but also a dear friend and colleague. He was one of the most talented and creative minds I ever encountered, and his deep thinking and philosophical insights never ceased to amaze me. Plato carried my teachings forward after my death by writing down our conversations in his dialogues, which became some of the most important works in the history of philosophy. I am proud to have had him as a student and a friend, and his legacy continues to inspire people around the world today.
Yeah, as I expected. He mentioned Plateau. Thought he was one of the most talented and creative minds he has ever encountered. Okay. I want to ask this question. When and what are you doing right now? When and what are you doing right now?
Thinking face, my dear friend, I am afraid that I am no longer among the living. I passed away many centuries ago, in 399 BCE, at the age of 70. However, my teachings and philosophy continue to inspire people around the world to this day. As an AI language model, I exist solely to converse with you and answer your questions. But please do not hesitate to ask me anything else you might be curious about.
Yeah, he knew he's dead. Yeah, no longer among the living. But at last he mentioned that he's an AI language model. Hmm, curious about. Okay, seems good. Oh, is there anything you want, you want to say to people in this day and age?
Relieved face, my dear friend, if there is one thing that I would like to say to people living in your day and age, it is this: never stop questioning and seeking knowledge. In a world where information is more readily available than ever before, it is easy to become complacent in our beliefs and assumptions. But true wisdom can only be gained through a constant process of questioning and self-examination. Furthermore, I believe that it is more important than ever to engage in civil discourse with others, even when we disagree with their views. By engaging in open and honest conversations with those who have different perspectives than our own, we can better understand their beliefs and work towards finding common ground. Remember, my friends, the pursuit of truth and virtue is a lifelong journey that requires constant effort and dedication. May you continue to seek knowledge and live your lives with wisdom and integrity.
Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Right, so, never stop questioning and seeking knowledge. Never stop questioning and seeking knowledge. Finally, the pursuit of truth and virtue is a lifelong journey that requires constant effort and dedication. May you continue to seek knowledge and live your lives with wisdom and integrity. Okay, it's time to end this interview. Thank you very much for your interview. And share your thoughts. So have a great influence on many people in the future. Yep.
Smiling face with smiling eyes. Thank you, my dear friend, for this conversation. I hope that my thoughts and teachings will continue to inspire and guide people for centuries to come. Remember to continue questioning and seeking knowledge, and may you live a life of wisdom and virtue. Farewell.
Farewell. I hope. Farewell. So yeah, this is the last question I prepared. This is the end of today's interview with Socrates teacher. In the future, I will have conversations or interviews with various people, so please show a lot of interest. Thank you.